What's up, traders? It's Vincent Mokoteli from VinnBoss Signal Factory. This is not a financial advice, it's powerful education for those ready to level up. With the right mindset and real strategy, success is within your reach. Welcome to VinnBoss Signal Factory, where signals meet success. So, with the euro following up on yesterday's analysis, what we are currently having is on the euro dollar, we do not have any momentum. I would not say this is a strong momentum ever since Thursday. We have been inside for Thursday. Now it's Monday. We are still inside. The plan remains the same. If we do continue to get down below here, this will be a great place to look for bullish patterns and formation so that we can continue going up. But if we do not reach this level right here, if we do not reach our demand zone 1.1614 or 1.1588 and we somehow reverse and break to the upside, we already have a contingency for that, as we all know that it is important to have a contingency in that matter. So this is the contingency. If we do not reach, I repeat, if we do not reach both this demand zone right here, we would definitely go above and come down to retest this last week's high, which will now act as support or as the demand zone at 1.1699. And then after the break above, which will be this is where I will be looking for buying opportunities to make sure that I get that 1:3 risk to reward ratio set up right here. It will be perfect for us. So for now, the market is still doing nothing. I think maybe it will probably move on CPI, but for now, we are still doing nothing but enjoying to watch and wait for our setups to take action and root. So without wasting further time, let me remind you what we do have in store for you guys this coming month.
Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Whether you are just getting started or you've been trading for a while without consistent results, this is your moment to break through. Introducing the Beginner to Pro Ultimate course, a full trading experience designed to take you from basic Forex all the way to mastering risk management and growing your strong, consistent portfolio. But this isn't just for beginners. Semi-pro traders, if you are tired of chasing signals and want real consistency, this is a course tailored for you too. Here's what you will get: a step-by-step guidance from zero to mastery, 5 proven trading strategies tested in live markets by professionals, risk management mastery so you have to protect your own money and grow your capital, a smoother, more confident approach to the market, no more second guessing, ongoing support, mentorship, and thriving trader community. And that's not the best part. You'll get 100% free when you register with our partnered broker, which is XNS. Verify your trading account, found as little as $100, and then start trading while you are earning. Once you are in, you'll get access to lifetime membership, market coverage every week, one-on-one session on request, private Telegram channel, and WhatsApp group channel with real traders. Don't just wait. Take control of your future now. Join the system that works. Learn from those already doing it. Register through XNS today and fund your account to unlock the path to consistency.
So with the pound dollar, what we are currently having is the same or a similar situation to the euro and the dollar. We have, as I predicted last week, that we might as well move to the upside before a retest of this area. Right now, what I would say for this, now that we have broken above last week's high, this is still a possibility because I do not see the pound breaking above so much strong that we would say that this might cause a retest so that we can still go up, but if you are following this on a daily basis, you will be updated. If you are not in the community, you might miss the New York session update, but the London session I will most definitely make sure that I cover it for the rest of you guys. So what is next with this? I still expect to see my demand zone being met, and then look for bullish patterns and formations from 1.3380. And then with that being said, continue to the upside. This is still what my market perspective is. And remember that with any of these demand zone, this is still a bullish opportunity. The only time that we will be looking for bearish patterns is if our weekly break of structure is broken for real 1.3252. If we were to break below here from the upper bounds level here, then a retest and then a continuation to the downside would be taken as the market would have already invalidated last week's price action. So without wasting further much of our time, let's go over to our next chart, which is the euro, which is the euro and the Canadian dollar. So with the euro and the Canadian dollar, what we do have is a strong push from the opening of the day. We are close to taking out last week's high with 1.0653. And with that being said, what I do expect, if we do break this like this will be a great opportunity for us to look for a correction, and then the market will give you bullish patterns and formations to continue to the upside. Yes, indeed, if we do reach, but somehow today the dollar loses some strength, this will be a fantastic setup also to look for bullish patterns and formations right here at 1.5973 and 1.5962. This will be a great place for looking for buy, and then taking out profit at 1.6053. Now, these are the two opportunities, because right now the momentum has just shifted to the upside. But if we do not break, or if we just reach and try to continue to the downside and retest our demand zones, then this will be a fantastic setup. Yet again, if tomorrow on CPI, the euro loses strength, we break below, we remember that we respect our weekly break of structure. If we do break it, then the buying opportunities are no more. We will be looking for a short to go down to make our 1:3 risk to reward ratio setup. Now, this is what we have. Let me guys give you what we also have besides having the analysis being given to you guys.
Trading signals that win every single week, traders. It's free for a limited time only if you register before September 2025. Are you ready to turn your trading game around? Our high accurate trading signals, trusted by real traders, are delivered daily via WhatsApp and a private Telegram channel. Completely free when you register through our partnered broker. And here are 3 things that you need to do in order for you to unlock our services. Number 1, you register through our exclusive broker link. Number 2, you verify your account. Number 3, you just fund with $100. And this is what you will get once you unlock our services. Number 1, lifetime mentorship, weekly market coverage of all currency pairs, including gold, silver, and Bitcoin, and more. One-on-one sessions on request, a private community of serious real account traders, free beginner to pro ultimate course, and 5 proven and tested in live market strategies by professionals. No gimmicks, no fluff, just powerful tools and real results week in and week out. Remember, the deadline is only September 2025. Don't wait until it's too late. DM us. I am ready, and we will get you started and secure your spot.
So with the pound and the Canadian dollar, since last week's close was near last week's high, we did have a little bit of a gap and then we closed it now for sure, but we did make a new high. What does this mean? It is quite definitely not clear now, as this is not a break of at least 50 pips above last week's high. So in that manner, we would be expecting a break, a retest, or a correction to go down and retest, break out to continue to the upside to retest this new high of last week, which was 1.8511. Now, what do I expect now that this is still not clear? This is still favorable to go and retest this market here at 1.8224, 1.8424, excuse me, 1.8424. This is still the favorable setup right now to retest and then break out, have a setup and then start going up to make out and take out this 1.8511 target. Now, if we do get a bit more of a deeper pullback, let's say the market just comes and reaches our second demand zone, which is filled with liquidity, then at 1.8368, then this probably will be a great opportunity also to look for a breakout, a pullback, and a continuation to the upside to reach our last week's high, which will be something like this going into this week. So we better be careful. I don't think the market will continue flying to the upside today, as there are no much major news, but CPI is coming, so we might start see the red move or the right directional move on CPI release. So without wasting further time, we would only be thinking about selling only if this market breaks below our weekly break of structure. And if we do break below and then we come back up to retest the previous weekly break of structure, which will act as a resistance or which will act as our supply zone, it will be at 1.8273, and then we would look for bearish patterns informations to go short below this level. So for now, we are still not acting or reacting to any of the market conditions. We are still waiting patiently for a clear setup so that we can take and make sure that we capitalize on our setups. So for now, let's go over to our euro and the pound pair. The euro and the pound pair. So with the euro and the pound, this is what I'm expecting to see this week. This is where the market should go, right? We opened below last week's low, which was a gap. Also, if you pay close attention, you would realize that this was a gap. And then after that, we closed the gap and jumped right back into between our supply zone and our new low zone. Now, what is happening? There's still not much volatility or a clear structure for us to take the setup yet. We do not want to just jump into this and then the market just continues and retest our first demand zone or our second demand zone right here. So what do we expect now? What do we expect? If we break 50 pips below, we will surely come and retest last week's new low and then break again to make our 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Now this would be a perfect setup if it does happen, but for it to happen, we have to wait for this to break clearly, not like this. This is not even 50 pips. This is just a retest, which gives us the possibility of coming back and retesting from here to continue our first supply zone and then a continuation to the downside, or continue going like this and reaching our second supply zone and then a continuation to the downside. Now, this is all in plan. Remember, the only time that we will find ourselves not selling anymore is if we break our last week's break of structure, which in turn would be something like this. And then after the break, we will be looking for a retest to go and make our 1:3 in the opposite direction of. The only time we'll be thinking of buying is above this break of structure, which is our weekly break of structure. Until then, everything else, this is the second place. This is the first place to look for. You start reaching this as the first, and then will be the second place. That's why I'm saying so. So it will continue down, retest, and then a continuation to the downside. You make sure you wait for it here. So without wasting further time, this is the euro and the pound for us. So let's go over and understand what other services we do have this coming month.
Turn your money into a powerful asset. Double your trading capital in just 6 months. This opportunity is not just for traders, it's for anyone who believes in making their money work for them, whether you are a business owner, a professional, or pursuing a different path in life. Your capital can grow slowly and steadily and securely. With a minimum of 5,000 South African rands or $300 US, we can focus on slow and steady growth, not risky get-rich-quick schemes. You don't need to know Forex to invest. You don't need to register as a trader. If you have the capital, you have a clear financial goal, you can invest today and start your journey towards doubling your funds in just 6 months. Your money deserves to work as hard as you do. The sooner you start, the sooner your 6 months begin. Start now and grow your capital.
And last but not least, on the free YouTube analysis, this will be the pound and the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. Now, with the US dollar and the Canadian dollar, what I'm currently looking for or hoping for is exactly what is unfolding. This has been doing nothing, and now we are close to our first supply zone, which is 1.3773, and our second demand zone, which is 1.3787. So without wasting further time, what to expect when we reach here? We will check for bullish patterns and formations. Start looking for selling opportunities to make the new low, or look for bearish patterns and formations again here. I'm sorry if I said bullish. And then look for a continuation to the downside. Listen, if the market do not stop and bounce right up above this weekly liquidity zone, weekly break of structure, which will also act as liquidity, if we reach this, our weekly, I want to make this clear. Let me make this clear, even though it is one of the hidden details that we use on our paid community membership. If we do breach, even if we reach this, we don't have to break above it like we're breaking above the new low or the new high. But if we invalidate or reach our weekly break of structure, this is surely means that it's time for us to look for a different plan or a different setup. So this is what we will expect. Buying. This is our next setup and our target. Now, without wasting further time, this is by far what I'm expecting to see. If the sellers fail to gain momentum and then buying opportunities start looking a bit sketchy, then I would be looking for a break above here, a retest, and then a continuation to the upside. This is what I would be expecting for the rest of this week. So without wasting further time, I would like to say thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you do not miss any updates that we post on every single day.